showing up for all parts of you. Because if you want something bad enough, it's not a matter of if it's going to happen, but rather when.
Being motivated and feeling like you are about to have this life-changing fitness journey, and then basically failing and quitting weeks later, which is usually like the second or third week of January, which is when I am filming this video, is kind of devastating when it's June and you look back on all your New Year's resolutions and one of your biggest goals was to get into the gym so you can be more confident and feel better about your body, and yet you fail once again. Relying on consistency is not going to get you there. I've been there before. Consistency is a fleeting feeling. It comes and it goes whenever it wants. This year we are not relying on consistency, so I'm going to share with you these 5 tiny tips that are not just going to make you stay in the gym and be consistent, but it's going to make working out so automatic and just a daily habit. The same way that is automatic, I hope, for you to get up, brush your teeth, wash your face, and get on Instagram and just scroll. Not that part. The same way going to the gym is going to be such like an automatic thing. It's going to be ingrained in you. The same people that you look at on Instagram, TikTok, and all these social media platforms that you can't understand how they get themselves into the gym every single day, whether it's raining, whether it's snowing, they are in the gym. I feel like we all know this person, especially if you are a consumer of fitness content. That is how automatic going to the gym is going to be for you by the end of this video, if you choose to apply these 5 tiny micro tips, micro habits. Most people don't stay in the gym not because they're lazy or you feel like you just have a lazy personality. The problem is that once you get up and you get out of bed and you're getting ready to go to the gym, you're facing too much friction when it comes to trying to get there. There's too many things and too many decisions that you have to make in order to actually physically get in your car, drive to the gym, and get out of the car and do the workout. There's too many decisions that have to happen between you waking up and getting out of bed and you actually getting to the gym. You have to figure out what you're going to wear. You have to figure out what workout you're going to do. You have to figure out where you're going to eat when you come back from the gym. By the time you have all this figured out, you're probably just saying, F it, I'm going to go tomorrow. And that's why you continue to put it off. The simplest habit that I can give you that works every single time is to prep the night before. You need to have out what you're going to wear the night before. You need to have in your notes what workout you're going to do the night before. Your water, your Stanley cup, whatever you use to drink water out of, that needs to already be filled up with your ice the night before. If you're going to have a pre-workout snack, prep all these things the night before. Have your gym bag ready to go. Your clothes on the edge of your bed or wherever you put your clothes. That way, when you wake up, even if there is a little bit of friction besides, damn, like I really don't want to go to the gym, you'll be able to see all the stuff you just prepped the night before, and it's a little bit easier to get yourself up. That's one thing that kind of, even like this morning when I got up at 5, I'm like, do I really want to get up? I'll just go tomorrow. It's already Wednesday. I already missed Monday and Tuesday. Let's just not go. And then I looked on my chair and I seen my whole gym bag ready to go. My Stanley was already filled up and my gym clothes with the socks and everything was right there. And I'm like, it's just so much easier to just go than to convince yourself the next day and realize that you just made tomorrow harder. By not going to the gym today, by not getting your stuff out the night before, you make the next day harder. And one of the biggest things that I've learned recently from a podcast that I've been listening to is make decisions today that will make tomorrow easier. So start by getting your things out the night before. It's so simple. It's such a simple, tiny habit. Just get your things out. As soon as you get off work and you get home, you should be prepping for the gym the next day, other than eating. Not only does this little tiny habit set the tone for your day, it literally only takes 2 minutes. It doesn't take long to get your clothes out for the gym, fill up your water bottle, and have your pre-workout snack ready. 2 minutes is all you need. 2 minutes from, what do you get, like 12 hours a day? That's nothing. Habit number 2, another very small micro habit that you should be doing, because so many of us get into the habit of doing things when we feel like it, doing things when we feel motivated. Like I said at the beginning of this video, if you're relying on, oh, if I feel like going to the gym, I'm going to go. If I don't feel like going to the gym, I'm not going to go. You're not going to go. Most of the time, you're not going to feel like it. At least 85% of the time, you won't feel like going to the gym. You won't feel like getting out of your comfy little bed. And Another thing that I've learned while listening to podcasts is our brain is going to try to trick us into staying comfortable for as long as possible. It's our brain's way of making us feel safe and making sure that we're not doing anything that makes us feel unsafe or uncomfortable. So if you let your brain win and convince you to stay in your warm bed because it's just warm and it's cozy and not get to the gym, you are playing yourself. You are playing yourself. I've been listening to the 5 a.m. Club, and there's this part in the book where the author talks about how at our lowest brain level, at that level, your brain wants to keep you where you are. It doesn't want you to go anywhere else. It thinks that you're safe where you are because you're so complacent and you're competent where you are. You're comfortable. So when you only do things when you feel like it, you're only keeping yourself safe and you're keeping yourself comfortable, and all you're doing is moving yourself further and further and further away from your goals. And I say all that to say, stick to the plan, not how you feel. We're sticking to the plan this year, and you need to be planning and scheduling your workouts the same way that you have a work schedule, the same way that you schedule in dates with your friends or dates with your man or girlfriend if you're a guy working this. It needs to be in your plan and it needs to be scheduled. So even if you have to set a reminder, an alarm, write it in your notebook, write it in your planner. These are things that are non-negotiable. You're not going to miss important work meetings, so you shouldn't be missing moving your body. And now I'm starting to frame like fitness as, well, I've been framing it this way, but it's a non-negotiable. Your health is non-negotiable. Not to get too political, but more than ever, you need to make sure your health is in check. Like, now is not the time to be playing around with your health. And aside from aesthetics, moving your body every day and making it a priority is one of the biggest things that is going to keep your health in check. Once you stop moving, it's like you start declining so fast. And if you have been in the gym and taken long breaks, you know this better than anybody else. Once you start moving your body, it's so much more harder to get back into it and actually start. So plan your workouts out, schedule them, and make them a non-negotiable. That is tip number 2. Habit number 3, for the ones who absolutely just feel like they cannot bring themselves to go into the gym, you have to start building some type of momentum to get you started. It's such like an uphill battle, but once you have the momentum going, it's so much more easier to go and continue to work out. So one thing that I used to do when I was in like the beginning part of my workout journey and no bone or fiber in my body, I wanted to go. I was so depressed, just wanted to lay in bed. I didn't want to go nowhere, barely wanted to eat. And I would tell myself, okay, I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to do 10 minutes. That's it. Tell yourself you're going to get on the treadmill and just walk for 10 minutes. That's it. Once you do the 10 minutes, you could leave. Like, you can leave the gym. The thing about it is you're not going to want to leave. And I've done this so many times. I'll tell myself I'm just going to go for 10 minutes for a week straight, just to say I went for a week straight, and you have something to build off of. That's my biggest thing. Like, give yourself something to build off on. Prove to yourself that you can go to the gym consistently for 5 or 7 days, or you can eat healthy and not eat out for 5 or 7 days. Once you convince yourself that you can do it, the hard part is so, like, it's over with. You know, I did it for 7 days, I can do it for another 7 days. I did it for 14 days, I can do it for another week. And then you have a month complete in the gym, and within like 4 weeks, you do start to see some change. And once you have those results, baby, it's so unstoppable. The results are what is going to keep you addicted. You just have to get the beginning part where you don't see any progress, but you're putting in all the work. It's very slow. You have to get that part over with. So tell yourself, I'm going to go to the gym for 10 minutes. Do whatever you choose to do for 10 minutes, even if it's just stretch. Put your body inside the gym. 99.9% of the time, you're going to be like, I've already been in here for 10 minutes. I might as well do another 10 minutes. Or I might as well go to 30. And now you just completed your 30-minute workout. And then the next day, do the same thing. I'm going to go to the gym for 10 minutes. Most of the time, you're going to push yourself. You're going to realize it's not that bad, especially if you have a lot of anxiety around being in a space like the gym. I think it's really helpful just to give yourself a little bit of time to be in the gym and get familiar with it. And just, even if you're just in one place the entire time in the gym, just to like relieve some of that anxious feeling, because I've been there also where it's like it's so crowded. I still get those moments where it's like I walk into the gym, there's not one machine open, and it's just like I want to leave. Especially after COVID, a lot of us are still in that era of like, I want to be at home by myself. I don't want to be nowhere in a space where it's 40 different people that I don't know working out, sweaty, ill. But if you just go in there for about 10 minutes, most likely the rest of your workout is going to fly by and it's not going to be that deep. Continue to do that day after day after day. Very small. It's only 10 minutes. You could do 10 minutes. Our next small micro habit gets overlooked by so many people because when you start off in the gym, most of the time, a lot of people start from an era of self-hate. They don't like the way they look. They don't like the way they feel in their body, and they're just not comfortable. But the reality of it is, what you're able to measure, you are able to manage. Track your progress. Rather, it doesn't even have to be pictures. It could be the distance that you're on the Stairmaster, the distance that you're on the treadmill, the amount of time that you're able to spend on certain workouts. Track your progress. Tracking your progress is so addicting when you realize, damn, I am making progress. You want to push yourself more and more and more and more every time you go to the gym. Seeing your progress gives you such like a sense of accomplishment, and it just reiterates the idea that you can do hard things, and even if it is hard, you're still going to do it. So I really, really, really am like such a big fan of taking before and after pictures. Keeping clothes that you have that you want to be able to fit into or that you no longer fit into, just to remind yourself that you are putting in the work and you are going somewhere. The progress is there, and you do become addicted to going to the gym. It becomes so much easier and so automatic. It doesn't matter what anyone tells you. When you start making that progress, you gonna stay in that gym for sure. You only are going to know that you're making progress if you're tracking it and you're measuring it based off something. It doesn't have to be physical. It doesn't have to be the scale. If you watch any of my videos, I don't like measuring progress using the scale because you can drop so much on the scale and nothing changes because it's water weight. So for me, I like to track in my waist size. I like to track in before and after photos and how my clothes fit. Like, if my clothes fit good, I don't care what the number on the scale say. If I feel good, I don't care what the number on the scale say. Like, it's how I look and how I want to feel in my body. And everybody has their own idea of how they want to look. So pictures are so great. Measure your progress and track your progress. My final tip, and the most small and easiest tip that's going to make it more fun. Things that are fun, and we try to make fun. Even like at work, I try to make work fun. I'll time myself to get something done. And if you make going to the gym fun and you're able to reward yourself, you are more likely to continue to go. And I'm not telling you to go reward yourself with a cheeseburger meal from McDonald's. We are not rewarding ourselves with food anymore like we're animals. No, we're not doing that. I feel like the best reward as a shopaholic, I'm going to buy myself a new gym outfit at the end of the month. Every time I'm able to be consistent in the gym, I'm going to buy myself something. That's my reward. Whatever you want your reward to be, as long as it's not something that is the opposite of what you're trying to do, the opposite of where you're trying to go. I'm going to reward myself with a whole pizza. I just feel like you're putting in all this work and you're disrespecting yourself by doing the complete opposite. You have a goal. Stick to the plan. Find something else to reward yourself with. Please, I've been there. I would go to the gym 5 days a week, be in the gym for 2 hours, put in all this work, and on the weekends, I'm going to have 2 cheat days. Baby, that's not a reward. You're harming yourself. All you're doing is setting yourself back. Believe me when I say it. I will put pictures and videos of when I was doing this. I was in the gym going so... Like I was saying, I was putting in all this work in the gym only to discredit it on the weekends. And it's really not worth it. The faster you're able to make progress and track your progress, especially at the beginning, the more likely you are to get addicted to the gym and make it easier for you to continue to show up for yourself. Consistency is not going to happen overnight, but if you implement at least 1 to 2 of these micro habits, it can happen faster than you think, and that is what's going to keep you in the gym, which is where we need to be all 2025. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video.